Hey guys, it's Pan here from Show Don't Tell, the YouTube channel that helps you become a bit better at shooting videos and films. So today's episode is going to be the iPhone 12 Pro versus the Sony a7 III. Now, why did I choose these two cameras? Very simply, I basically own both of them, and I thought, and both of them are very capable at shooting videos, and I just wanted to show you guys a comparison. But at the same time, you can almost see this as a DSLR versus mobile or versus cell phone. If you're in America, in England we say mobile, in America you probably say cell phone. So either way, it's phone versus DSLR. So I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you each shot from each of the, two bits of equipment I have, and you guys can guess which you think it is. So this is shot one. It's either going to be on the Sony a7 III or the iPhone. I'm going to let you guys guess which one you think it is. So we're going to see it in reverse as well. So this is the reverse. Lydia did that because her dog's barking, but we're not using the sound anyways. So this is the second shot now. As you can see, this is done on the gimbal, and so was the other shot. And you guys can start guessing if you think this is the DSLR, this is the Sony, or if this is the iPhone. And here it is on the way back. Again, the dog's barking, but there's no sound, so that's why Lydia's doing that. And yeah, so is this the DSLR or the iPhone? So which shot is which? Here we go. Obviously, they both look quite nice. So some of you might be thinking, what is it that separates them? So shot one is in fact the iPhone. And as I said earlier, I'm using the iPhone 12 Pro. And in fact, I've got the Max. And then shot two is the a7 III, the Sony a7 III. And yeah, how is it that you could tell? Or let's look at a couple of advantages of each of these shots. If we start with shot one, which is the iPhone, first of all, you can see the sky is quite blue and the clouds are quite defined. That's one advantage, at least, of the iPhone, because it shoots in high dynamic range, as it's called, automatically in the camera of the phone, which means each shot actually is made up of 3 shots, and it analyzes the different amounts of light, and it gives you the best general image possible. So that's one advantage of the iPhone. And as you can see with the gimbal, we're following Lydia here, and it looks quite nice. However, on the way back, here we can see one of the disadvantages, which is basically the image is quite flat still, as in there's not really much out of focusness or shallow depth of field, as we call it, in the background. It's all looking pretty in focus. So, that's not as great, although it might be useful if you're shooting a certain shot where you need everything to be in focus. And shot two here is the Sony a7 III. So obviously the sky isn't as well defined or blue as before, because a lot of light is coming from there, and we're using manual exposure, so it is exposing it more, and what's more important is your subject, not the sky. However, one of its advantages is that the lens is obviously much better, much more expensive, and if you look at the background, you can see it does blur out and it does look more out of focus, and you get that shallow depth that you expect these expensive lenses and camera equipment to do for you. So it creates a more three-dimensional image because it creates separation between the subject and the background. So that is it from me today, guys. I do truly hope you enjoyed that, and you could see how well a phone can stack up to DSLRs, even though there's a massive cost difference, of course, even though some phones are quite quite expensive to be fair as well, and for the price of a phone you could probably get a nice DSLR. But I am using the Sony a7iii with the Tokina 28 to 75mm lens. So both of those together obviously are much more expensive, while the phone comes with a lens. So, you know, you can't just think body of a camera, you got to think how much are my lenses going to cost, how much is everything else that's going to help make it work cost. So it does all add up. So the a7iii itself can be anywhere from $1,400 to $1,800 pounds or dollars, depending on where you're buying it from. And then if you add the lens, which is another around £600 or dollars on top, you're talking over £2,000 or dollars. So, you know, if you think of that, then that's twice the price of even an iPhone 12 Pro. So that does then stack up and make it much more expensive. Anyways, so if you enjoyed that, please do press the like button, do subscribe, and if you want to keep learning more, then I have linked some more videos at the end of this one. Enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time.